All right, so I love cheesecake. Like, really love it. The creamy, dreamy texture, the sweet, tangy flavor. It's pure bliss. But as I've learned, that blissful experience doesn't always translate into the baking process. In fact, my attempt to bake a fluffy cheesecake turned into a full-blown battle. A tense, stressful, and occasionally hilarious battle against melting, cracking, and the very real threat of total collapse. It all started with a recipe, of course. A seemingly innocent collection of ingredients and instructions, promising a perfect cloud-like cheesecake. I followed it meticulously, or so I thought. First, the crust. Graham crackers, butter, a little sugar. Easy, right? Wrong. Getting the right consistency, packing it evenly into the pan. It was a struggle, but I persevered, thinking this was the hardest part. Oh, how naive I was. Next, the filling. Cream cheese, sugar, eggs, vanilla. The usual suspects. I mixed, I whipped, I prayed. The recipe said to avoid over-mixing, but it's hard to resist the urge to get every last lump out. Then came the baking. The recipe recommended a water bath to prevent cracking. So I wrapped the springform pan in foil, placed it in a larger pan, and carefully poured hot water around it. The oven was set, the timer was ready. And then the waiting game began. Hours ticked by. I nervously peeked through the oven door, watching and worrying. Was it rising? Was it setting? Was it going to crack? The first sign of trouble was the jiggling. My cheesecake was wobbly. Too wobbly. Panic set in. I kept it in the oven a little longer, hoping for the best. When I finally took it out, it was not what I expected. The top was cracked. There were pools of melted filling. It looked more like a culinary disaster than a dessert. I let it cool, hoping things would improve. They didn't. The cheesecake sunk, the cracks widened, and it began to resemble a collapsed building. Despite the visual evidence, I tasted it. And you know what? It was still delicious. The flavor was there, even if the texture and appearance were not. So, lesson learned. Baking a fluffy cheesecake is not for the faint of heart. It requires patience, precision, and a healthy dose of acceptance when things inevitably go wrong. But hey, at least I got a tasty treat out of it. And maybe, just maybe, I'll try again someday. But next time, I'm investing in a cheesecake-specific pan.